everyone. Welcome to our fourth installment of our accessibility tips. I wanted to this time talk a little bit about links when we put links in places. And this is not just a Google Docs thing. This is a Canvas. This is Google Classroom. This is your slideshows, wherever you have a link that anybody needs to follow. Emails are another great example. So, according to our accessibility standards, we need to make our link text clear. The reason behind this is because screen readers will read exactly what is on the screen. And if you have a link that is a whole string of characters that don't make sense, it sounds terrible. It just goes on and really can junk up a page for a screen reader. And so the best practices, I've got a list here that we'll go through, and the best practices will make the link meaning clear with the least amount of text that is needed linked in the URL. So let's see what this looks like. Our first one, the purpose of the link must be clear in the text. Okay, so the text of the link alone, without any surrounding context, should tell us where it goes or what it does. So you avoid things like click here, that's just a link, or read more, that's just a link. You actually say a little bit more about the context so that it is a standalone sort of thing. So a good example, download the 2025 meeting agenda here. Bad would be click here to download without giving it any context. In the first one, you have some meaning to what it is. The second, it's just a little bit harder to know what you're doing. So the second one, don't use the same text for different links. So like if you use that click here to download or learn more, and it's more than one place in your document or on a website or in Canvas, wherever, you want to give just a little bit more context so that it stands alone. So learn more about, and that would be what you need, rather than just learn more repeated in different places. So the number 3 thing here is sort of this idea that you don't need real long text to be part of the link. You want just enough to give it the context, but not too much so that it runs on and on. Use nouns and verbs that carry specific meaning for your link. Okay. Number 4, I've touched on a little bit already. Don't use raw URLs as your link text. If you link something like this, it will read every one of those characters, but it doesn't read it as words. It would read like https://doc, and you can see it gets on and on and on. It's terrible. It goes really bad. So a good example of this would be the name of the document that you are linking rather than all of that. So an exception to this might be like a bit.ly or a shortened link where you might need people to be able to see it to type it. Like if you have a print version and a digital version, you might make that bit.ly on the screen so that people could type it. But then if you can, make it like a meaningful bit.ly. So another good example would be like bit.ly, and then the bit.ly would contain the name of the document in there. And that would be a good way to do a bit.ly where you have an actual address, but it's not going to read as much text as that random raw one. Okay, it's still going to read the address, but if you do it that way, then it won't have as much to read. Okay. If you have big downloads, another thing that you can do is to make sure that you specify what it is that they're downloading. And also, if it's going to open something in a new tab, you can put that in parentheses too. That's a suggested practice. But see, this one here says PDF 4 megabytes. So telling people it's going to download a lot. And then finally, for this tip, don't overlink. So as I said before, you want it just long enough to get the point across for the meaning of the link, but don't do like a whole sentence or multiple links that repeat the same destination. You really want to just be considerate and concise. Use the minimum text needed to convey the purpose, and don't link things 26 times that are the same length because you don't need that for the screen reader. Just be really efficient about your use of space here. So I hope that was helpful. This is a simple habit that we can get into to make all of our documents clearer for our folks that need screen readers. Hope this helps. Thanks. Have a great day.